Hello, welcome to our ISC2 CISSP CERT exam preparation. As you might know, CISSP stands for Certified Information System Security Professional. And this preparation exam focuses on preparing you, covering all the topics that you are supposed to have a thorough understanding so that you can successfully take and pass the ISC2 CISSP exam. And in this first domain that you see here, named as Domain 0, about the exam, as the title says, the goal is to show you, explain what the exam is about, what are the benefits of the exam, and have an overview about the exam, such as the number of questions, how long, what's the maximum time that you may use, you may leverage in order to take the exam, and more importantly, the domains that are covered by this exam, which means the topics that you have to understand, thoroughly understand, so that you can, once again, successfully pass the exam. Okay, so as far as our agenda, we want to answer the why question. Why would you like to take the ISC2 CISSP exam? Also, the type of jobs that you can work when you are a CISSP professional, and also the type of professionals that should take the CISSP exam. And lastly, we're going to focus more on the exam overview. This is the part in which we're going to talk about the exam itself, again, such as the number of questions, timing, and topics to be covered. Okay? So let's start with why become an ISC2 CISSP professional. Once again, CISSP stands for Certified Information System Security Professional. So as you can see, this is a certification exam that is focused focused on information systems security professionals. So if you work in cybersecurity or information security, or you want to do that, you want to start working in one of the many job roles that are out there associated with information security or cybersecurity, this is one possible certification exam. Now, there is a number of reasons why this exam is seen as the most important one, or the one that will bring you more value, that will allow you to take advantage and even achieve higher salaries. So first of all, as we can see here, this is the most required security certification exam by hiring managers in LinkedIn. You can actually go there and take a look at it. You can give it a try. So if you go to LinkedIn and you go to jobs in there, search for cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity engineer, information security analyst, any role associated with cybersecurity and information security. The chances are, if that job requires or at least prefers a certified professional, most likely this certification will be CISSP, ISC2 CISSP. Now, obviously, there are some others that you might see, but the chances that you see this one is going to be way higher than any other certification. Also, this is a Department of Defense approved certification exam, which means that the Department of Defense in the United States approves this certification, sees this certification as the certification that requires the topics that the Department of Defense sees as the topics that a cybersecurity professional should know. Okay, so when the Department of Defense is basically analyzing, okay, what does a information security professional or cybersecurity professional need to know in order to become as one of those roles? So the topics are covered by the ISC2 CISSP. And this is actually very, very important, because this is why or at least one of the reasons why the ISC2 CISSP exam is so comprehensive and thorough. The number of topics that you are going to learn, that you have to understand, and you have to have a thorough understanding for this exam is way more than compared to any other certification exam. Also, another very good reason to become a CISSP professional is because of the salary, right? And in average, at least in the United States, the salary of a CISSP certified professional is, in American dollars, $140,000 a year, okay? Now, obviously, there are so many other reasons why you should take the CISSP exam, as you can see here, and this comes from the ISC2 organization official website. So it's named one of the top certifications in best information security certifications, named the most valued credentials among employers, repeatedly voted the best professional certification program according to the SC magazine, and it's the #1 security credential required by hiring managers on LinkedIn, as I previously stated. Okay? Now, as far as the requirement to not to take, but to become a certified CISSP professional, so you need to have 5 years of experience. Now, so in a more descriptive way, to qualify for the CISSP exam, candidates must have a minimum of 5 years cumulative full-time experience in 2 or more of the 8 domains of the ISC2 CISSP Common Body of Knowledge. These are the domains that we're going to take a look at in a few minutes, but the CISSP exam requires you to, they organize their exam in 8 different domains. You have to have at least 5 years of experience in at least 2 of those domains. Now, this is actually very positive because, like I said before, this is a very broad exam, and 2 of those domains, requiring only 2 of those domains, will give you many options. Okay, so it is not, the requirement for the 5 years of experience is not that restrictive. Also, if you don't yet have the required experience, you may become an associate of ISC2 after successfully passing the CISSP exam. So as I mentioned, you do not need the 5 years of experience to take the exam. You can take the exam if you do not have those 5 years of experience. But if you don't, then you become an associate of ISC2. Then, once you are an associate of ISC2, you have 6 years to earn the experience needed for the CISSP certification. So let's say that you have 3 years of experience. You take the CISSP exam, you pass, you have 6 years to get the other 2 remaining years of experience. And once you get that, you'll be able to, you officially become a CISSP professional. As far as jobs, you can be a chief information officer, or you may want to become, right, a chief information officer, chief information security officer, chief technology officer, compliance manager, director of security, information architect, information manager, or also consultant, which is actually very positive, right? Them stating that this certification is also focused on information security or information risk consultants, because if you are a consultant, the time that you have spent, the experience that you have as a consultant also counts towards the 5 years of experience. Some other types of professionals that might want to take the CISSP exam, or people that want to take the CISSP exam to become a specific profession, to get a specific job: IT specialist, IT director, IT manager, network administrator, system administrator, security administrator, security architect, security analyst, security consultant, security manager, security systems engineer, and security engineer. So as you can see, it's very broad, as long as the focus is in IT in general, or in security, information security, cybersecurity. This might be the certification, the right certification for you, okay? Now, regarding the exam specifically, you can take this exam in two different fashions, okay? You can take what is called computer adaptive testing. So this is a test that you take through the computer, online. They call it the CAT exam. This exam is available only in English, and you have between 125 to 175 items, or 125, 175 questions. And the time limit is 4 hours. The passing score is 700 out of 1,000 possible points that you may get. So roughly 70% is what you need in order to pass the IC2 CISSP exam. They also provide this exam in other languages, but in order to take this exam in Chinese, German, Korean, Japanese, or Spanish, you have to take it in the linear form. And the linear form is a longer exam in regards to time and number of questions. You have 250 questions. The time limit is 6 hours, and you have to take this exam in a approved organization, okay, such as a Pearson VUE approved location, okay? Now, what matters the most to us is what they call the domains, okay? So the CISSP exam has 8 domains. Now, it's very important that you right now understand that it's not a huge modification, but there is a modification coming up. The new CISSP exam outline approved for April 15, 2024, which means that it's still to come, but they are going to implement this new outline, or not a new outline, but a new distribution as far as the weight of each of the domains, okay? So currently, until April 14th, 2024, if you take the CISSP exam, this is the distribution that you're going to see. So you have 11% of the questions for software development security, 15% for security and risk management, 10% for asset security, 13% security architecture and engineering, 13% communication and network security, 13% for identity and access management, 12% for security assessment and testing, and finally 13% for security operations. This is the distribution that we have so far. Starting on April 15, 2024, the only change here is that this 1%, they will take 1% from software development and security and move it to security and risk management. So security and risk management will go up to 16%, and software development security will go down to 10%. Now, once again, as far as the 5 years of experience, you need 5 years of experience in any of these domains here, okay? So let's say that you have 1 year of experience in security operation, you have 3 years of experience in software development. And just by having experience in software development, you will be able to prove that you have experience time in software development security, because obviously you cannot perform software development without including software development security. Okay? So 8 domains, you need 5 years of experience in at least 2 of those domains, but you can combine more than 2 of these domains. Just another example, if you have 1 year of experience in software development security, another year in security and risk management, another year in asset security, another year, so just 1 year in each of 5 domains out of those 8 possible, that counts towards your towards the required experience time. Okay, so this is what you need to know in regards to the exam itself, as far as how it's applied, the time that you have, the number of questions, the score, and also the domains, the topics that you are going to observe. Now, I would just like to go to their official document that thoroughly describe each of the topics that are under each of those 8 domains. Obviously, you're going to see that there are so many topics there. We're not going to go through each of them, but I just want you to have a quick look at the topics that we are going to cover in our prep course. Okay, so this is the official ISC2 CISSP outline. So as you can see and observe that it's stated here that the effective date is April 15, 2024. As I mentioned, security and risk management will increase to 16%. And let's just very briefly go through some of the topics that we're going to see. So under domain 1, we're going to have understand, adhere to, and promote professional ethics. We'll also have understand and apply security concepts, evaluate, apply, and sustain security governance principles, understand legal, regulatory, and compliance issues. So what you can observe here is, like I said before, like I mentioned before, this is a very thorough and comprehensive certification exam. It's not only technical, but it's also very conceptual and theoretical, and also managerial, as we can observe here. Again, as you can see, it also involves regulatory environments, okay, legal issues, right, governments, security governance. So you can see that the first domain starts being a very conceptual and managerial domain. Okay, then we'll evolve to the more technical, but at the same time in managerial aspects of risk assessment, security assessment, and risk management, as we can see here. Okay, apply supply chain risk management concepts, establish and maintain security awareness, education, and training, as you can see. Then we go to domain 2, asset security, which is much more technical when compared to the first domain. Okay, so as you can see, identify and classify information and assets. Basically, the first thing that we'll need to do here is to understand assets and how we can identify assets, so that we can then learn how to manage those assets. In domain 3, we'll go to security, architecture, and engineering. Now we start to get into some topics that are more common topics that are more commonly covered by other exams as well, because of the direct applicability of these topics. Okay, then we move forward and we start domain 4, communication and network security. So in here we're going to look at applying secure design principles in network architecture, secure network components, and implement secure communication channels according to design. Then we'll move to Domain 5, Identity and Access Management. We'll there talk about control physical and logical access to assets, design identification and authentication strategy, federated identity with a third-party service, and a few other topics. In Domain 6, Security Assessment and Testing, in here we'll more directly discuss security assessment, okay? So in here we'll have topics such as design and validate assessment, conduct security control testing, collect security process data, analyze test output and generate report, and finally conduct or facilitate security audits. Domain 7, also a more technical domain, security operations. In here we'll understand and comply with investigations, conduct logging and monitoring activities. As you can see, this is more focused on monitoring and knowing what you need to know in regards to the type of traffic, the type of data, and the type of assets that you have in your organization. We will also conduct incident management, operate and maintain detection and preventive measures. And then finally, we'll move to our last domain, software development security. As you can see, this is pretty much associated with the software development lifecycle and how you can improve the security of software that you or your organization are developing, and obviously how to pen test an application that your organization is using. So as you can see, the goal of our preparation course is to cover all of these topics. Obviously, not only the goal, but we are going to achieve that, which means that with our course, you'll be fully capable of taking and passing the ISC2 CISSP exam. Thank you very much.